Right, so here's one of the very first swells we did up here, and you'll recall from that video of about 2 years ago when I dug the ditch coming down. You can barely see it here through all the growth that we suddenly have. Let me just show you up there. There you can see it coming down over there. Okay, so a lot of the water was overflowing in that direction. So I just opened it up a little bit just now, a few minutes ago. And so this water is now all moving down here into Buzz Swale, the first one in the huge fruit forest. And there was never any growth like this. This place looked like a desert 2 years ago. This was just absolute clay, a horror of clay and rocks. So I'm gonna walk up to the rest of the farm. I haven't been up there in several weeks, and then we started getting really good rain now. For the last couple of days, it's been raining virtually non-stop for the last maybe 3 days or so, and you can see the water is starting to fill this swell very nicely. So let's give it a couple of minutes. I'll probably be down here again in the next hour or so. I'm just gonna go up now the direction over there and go and look at the other swells. And this is Mollison Swell. Since it's been built, this is the first time it's had this much water in it. This is fantastic. The Lucina trees over there and down there, they seem to be doing pretty well. This is great. And so I saw there was a spot over there where water was running off in that direction. So we dug this little diversion ditch and we're now taking it down here to Mollison. Hey Judah, and there you can see it's starting to fill up nicely, although Mollison Swell is a thing of beauty. Right, we're still here by Lawton Swale, and this one usually gets some water, this side doesn't, so this is like A and B. And so we just opened this little ditch between the two that a bulldozer operator or JCB operator at the time insisted we should leave there in case we were off of contour, which clearly we weren't. But now at least this one can also get water, which it almost never does. So let's go look at the rest of the swells. And even Holmgren has water in it. This has never happened. Mainly I think because a lot of the water, you see there where the dogs are now, a lot of the water is flowing down that way, in that direction. And I wanted to dig a ditch down here, but it's going to be really hard. Even though this thing is dead level, it is dead level at a higher elevation than that is, so it would have been a lot of work. So I'm very happy to see this. This is fantastic. This is really fantastic. Oh wow, and this is Lancaster swell. This is one of the biggest ones on the farm. You can't even see it. The rest of it is disappearing off. Let me just put down the hoe. It's disappearing off that away. Let's go take a look. Okay, that's where I was at a few moments ago, the next to the pine tree. And just look at this. And still filling up beautifully. We're still with Lancaster. Look at this. Going all the way down there. Okay. So we have an opening over there. Lo is going to add a bit of soil to it, because a lot of the water is running down past the berm. And so this is still Lancaster. This one has a lower level of water than this side, but this one catches more water. It's just the lay of the land is a bit weird here. So we just dug this little infiltration seepage diversion ditch, if you want to call it. And so we're now feeding into that part of Lancaster. And that's Judah that's so exuberant here. He's very happy to be out here in the wet veld. He very seldom gets the opportunity. So I'm going to just deepen this a little bit and try and maybe see if I can get it a little bit wider, but it's already doing its job very well. PA Humans, you can't really make out the name there anymore, the sun's burnt it off, is a man to whom permaculture owes a lot. He was the author of Water for Every Farm, and I created this swell in his honor. This was the first one we made on the farm, and it's also the highest one. And as you can see, the water just keeps going, it keeps on snaking around there. Let me get over here. Wow, this is super cool. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Wow. And it just keeps going. Phew, it just keeps going. Look at that. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. These are hundreds of tons, tens of thousands of liters of water. That's now no longer leaving this farm, it's staying here. And all these plants will benefit in the coming dry season. And we've never irrigated up here in any case, but this is very, very good. Okay, so here's a spot. I'm gonna go fetch the pickaxe and just open this up over here, because that level is lower than this. Okay, let me go fetch the pickaxe. Okay, so I just got hold of the hoe. I don't know what happened to the pickaxe, but there it's now filling in here, and it will only start overflowing over there again once this one has reached full capacity. Wow, this is fantastic. I'm very, very excited about this. Okay, there's the little ditch that I dug, and you can see the water's coming in there. Let me see if I can zoom in a bit. See where the water's coming in there. All right, and now it's filling up to here, and then on this side is a part of the swell that's, as far as I can recall, has always been dry. I think this is the end of Humans. It doesn't go further than this. Yeah, this is the end of it. It doesn't go on that side. So let's see how long it takes for this one to start getting some water as well. This is just a few minutes, very few minutes later, and you could see there was this rhino bush lying here, and that thing over there that was obscuring what was happening down here. So I'm just going to open that up as well. Yeah, success. Just a few minutes. This maybe took 2 minutes. And here we've got water, and it's going to create a beautiful water lens all the way down in this landscape. And this water is going to probably stay in the ground for months and months, at least until the next rainy season, when it will again be replenished by rainfall, and at least be in the soil if there is insufficient rainfall to see this kind of miracle from happening. Okay, guys, I've had enough. I think I'm going in. It's getting pretty cold, and I'm standing around here in a t-shirt, all hot and sweaty, which is a recipe for looking for sick leave. So I'm gonna go in, and I think I need to go and get a nice hot coffee. Okay, sorry, this is the bottom end of Mollison Swale, and I missed this the first time because I didn't come to this end. This water that was coming down from there all ran, as you can see here where I'm standing, it all came sleeting down in this direction. So I just opened it up there under the rhino bush, and now we're diverting that water into the bottom, or to the end of Mollison. Okay, as promised, here's that little drainage ditch, or diversion ditch, and as you can see, There is Swale, full of water. I'm not even going to try and walk through all these bushes now. I put these swells in about, I think it was about 3 years ago. It was just before lockdown. I think it was about 3 years ago. And this was bare earth. This was all bare earth. Everything you see around here is bare earth. And now look at all the little beautiful little indigenous rosemary plants that we have growing here, and tons of other things that I don't even know what they are. This is fantastic. That little pear tree over there seems to be doing very well, where the horse gave me such a fright one morning. There's the Faderbe albida, the Anna tree, and here we've got a whole bunch of other little things growing here. You can barely even see the berm. The berm's going up there and it's about as high as my knees. You can barely even see the berm. You can barely even see the swell. I mean, just look at that. Yeah, Cape Land Permaculture signing off.